Okay, so
I wanted to feel like
in 7.1 number 10,
I kinda felt
we
like
have
it was
us,
overcomplicated it, 'cause I thought it was trying
boy,
to- Okay, sorry.
we have us a big ass Ferris wheel, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, what does it tell you about the Ferris wheel?
It's 520 feet in diameter.
Okay, diameter is 520 feet.
It's 30 feet off the ground.
It's 30 feet off the ground.
Yeah. And it takes 30 minutes to go around.
Okay. 30 minutes for a full rev.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then I'm supposed to sketch a graph of h equals f of t. I think we could just call that h of t, can't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm supposed to make a graph for h of t where h is the height and t is the
Time in minutes.
time in minutes, right? Okay. For going around what?
Twice.
I board at t is 0 and then I go around twice. Okay, so at time 0, where's time 0 on the picture?
Origin. Well, no, origin and up a little bit because it's 30 feet.
Okay, so I'm starting on the height axis, right? And I need to be 30 feet high when I get on the thing, right?
Does
Okay,
does it matter?
dot here.
Can you make your origin just 30 feet?
And that's what I did. I made the origin 30 feet.
The origin's not 30 feet though, it's the origin.
Okay, then the height axis.
You put your
made
time axis at,
30 feet.
yeah, please don't do that.
Why?
No, no.
That's so.
You
like,
can
logical.
do this.
JK.
It is logical.
I'm super not a fan of you guys relabeling the origin. I would really
Don't
much
call it the
rather if
origin.
you drew some kind of line. If you did this,
Oh, come on, Joe.
no, this is
You're stressing back out.
this is one that I actually want you to think about. Like I don't usually care very much
Okay.
about labels
All right.
on axes,
I
except
see that.
the spot where the two axes cross should be 0, 0. Otherwise, you're lying to folks.
And
Right.
that
So
makes
if you
sense.
want to start your thing somewhere else, that line should be maybe dotted and labeled as h is 30,
Okay.
right? And then maybe you should have yourself a little one of these someplace. T goes that way,
Yeah. But
so as to not have it be confusing about which direction time runs in.
who are we gonna confuse anyways? You know what we're talking about?
No, I often don't.
Well,
I know what you're talking about when you're
Sounds
right,
like-
but sometimes when you're wrong, I'm a little bit unsure.
sounds like a personal problem.
It is a personal problem. I'm trying to fix it right now. All right, so I got start at 30 feet high, right? So that's, what did we decide? That's this point here.
It's the origin.
Wait, so we can?
I dotted it.
No, I know. But we can put it on the origin?
I didn't. It said 0,
It's not
30.
the origin anymore because origin is 0, 0.
The origin's down here at 0, 0.
Oh, God, okay.
Apparently.
Got it.
No, the origin, the word origin literally means 0, 0. It doesn't mean anything else. That's what it means. And that's not like one of these math things. No. There are a few math things that are really stupid. That's not one of them.
Very passionate about it.
I just don't want y'all to be screwed up later, okay? All right, so I started at 30 feet high, and then what?
And then you go to a max of 550 feet.
Okay, so 550 happens when t is
15.
15,
Yeah.
because that's half a rev, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so over here someplace, there's 15 comma 30. Oops, we don't actually go through that one. Right? Instead, we go through this point up here above it
Yeah.
at 15 comma 550. You guys with me on that?
Yeah.
Okay. How does this thing look in there?
It's a sign.
It's a sine wave. Fair point. Okay, what I would think is down here it's not going up very fast, right? Because you're mostly going over down here. and then it goes up pretty fast when you're out here. And then it's still going up in here, right? But it's going slower.
How would you find the actual amount of distance that you're traveling around the circle? Would you try to find the arc length?
Yeah. If I wanted the distance I went around the circle, right?
Yeah, just
I'd probably use the circumference equation.
Why is it 15, 550?
So the 15 is because it takes 30 minutes for a full rev.
Yeah,
So it takes 15 minutes for a half rev.
yeah.
Okay, so that's my time, right, is 15. And then the 550 comes from how high up in the air are you? We started 30 high,
Oh,
and then now you're up on top of the Ferris wheel, so you're 30 plus 520.
right.
You guys with that? And so going up slowly at first, and then more quickly, and then slower again, gives you this kind of chunk of a sine wave picture. Where's this guy? Where's the point in the middle here where you're going up the fastest?
7.5 minutes.
Good, that's at 7.5 minutes. And we could figure out where that value is.
275. It's like half of
Should be half of 520 plus 30,
plus
right?
30, which is-
So that'd be 260 plus 30,
Yeah.
so 290. You guys with me on that? Okay, and then I'm supposed to continue for,
Another rev as well
Until 60.
until.
okay,
60
so
minutes.
this is a half a rev, right?
Half rev. Go from
So what's my next half rev gonna look like?
down.
Why not up?
Because you're going down the Ferris wheel, I hope.
Because I hope you're going down the Ferris wheel. Yeah.
The Ferris wheel is going so fast, it just shot you off.
Flings you off into the oblivion.
Well, either way, you're going down.
Okay, so this guy's gonna be at, where's that midpoint where you're going down the fastest?
7.5 and
22 and a half.
I mean
22.5 comma
60.
290.
No.
290 again. Right, those are at the same height, so they should have the same Y value.
Right. Of course.
Okay, then this guy here is
That is
30.
30 and
30, that's your whole rev, and
30.
30. Because you're back at
30.
height of 30 at time of 30. Hopefully. And then if you want another rev, what do you do?
Just do the same thing.
Yeah, take this picture, draw it over here as well. Where's this dot at the end gonna be?
An hour.
It's gonna be 60 comma 30. Cool, cool. Questions there? That makes some sense?
Simon?
Where did I lose you, Bailey?
Where did that 60? Never mind. Got it, 'cause that's the time.
Yeah, so that's one rev in 30 minutes and then another one in 30 more minutes. You guys cool with it? Any questions?
The big picture.
You don't want me in your picture?
No.